びっくりした。
Must have got out some way.
No, he was here. I'm sure. Let's search this room. They look like Celtic runes. Charles must have brought them back from one of his foreign trips. It looks like an old seaway map. Seems like this came from a log. There must be a link with the seaway map. As if the bookcase has been moved several times. It looks like a freehand map of dark water. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why.
わかんねえよこの地図。
The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. This panel is movable.
Oh.
Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism. With this, I should be able to force the gears.
Whoa.
Well done, Pierce.
何がっすか。開いて。
Have you seen the old maritime maps on Charles Hawkins' desk?
Strange. No ship has left Darkwater shore for years.
Charles Hawkins was keeping her father's letters from her. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
$33の53に合わせるんじゃないですか。ちょっと待って、うわ、とかんでよかったんかい。めっちゃ頑張って考えた。いや、なんや。そんだけかい。
secret passage, under the manor. It's like a detective novel. That guy must have already gotten far.
Yeah. And he had a direct means of entry to the crime scene. We must find him.
What is this place? It's more than just a tunnel. Look. Someone's been here recently.
3 seats. Did Charles Hawkins use this place? Who were the others? Did Charles Hawkins hide something in this chest? What is this mask supposed to represent? This piece of cloth is unmistakably from a dress. Was Sarah Hawkins here? This padlock is too complicated for me. Disfigured saint. What does it mean?
壊れた聖地。壊れてるか？これは？いや、これ一番気になるやろ。こんなもんか。何してんですか？先に行けと。行きません行きません。ついてこいよ。ふら。ここっていうか。
Of course.
閉まってます。
And something tells me that the key is climbing these steps.
誰かいますよ。
There's tunnels all over
誰
this
かいます
island.
よ。
Given the size of this cave, there's gotta be other entrances.
いやいやいやいや
The passage continues further down. Might as well start with that.
いやいやいや誰かいましたよ今
I ain't gonna squeeze in there. I'll find another
Huh?
way. If possible, I prefer not to ruin my uniform.
Fine, fine. Go look for
Yeah,
another
fine,
entrance.
Johnny.
I'll try my luck down below.
ねえ一緒に行こうやマジかまた一人やすぐ裏切りや困難も走れる走れへんなんかお前か切ったないやしゃいやいやいやいやいやしゃがめばいいそんなの自分のお前はゆっくり行けああもう戻るか
Some kind of dream catcher. If I touch it, it'll turn to dust.
ドリームキャッチャーってあれかなんか悪魔見るようにするやつかさっきのとこは違うかはいはいこれは
These paintings must be several centuries old.
これは
An old diary.
中で語りかけるも
Sad way to go.
のあ骸骨かいや明るいからまだいいわねこれっていうかこれも
These people lying down. Are they dead? Are they asleep?
えああこれはこれは
This monstrous creature must be an allegory.
これ奇跡のクジラだねこれは
These buildings seem to have come out of the water.
はあなんこれは 何やあれじゃああはいはいはいみんなこっちから飽きまへんやんちょっと巡査
Time has weakened these structures.
はいまあそうっすねどこの し込むやと思いますけど。何もない。あれ、なんもねえ。何が光ってんだろう。
I don't have time to search them all. It looks like animal oil, but certainly not whale.
光ってますね。そんな絶対容疑みたいな、なんか光り渡します？これ何もやしたらこんな色なの。全部そうやん。スタチューおい、ちょっと待って、勝手に動くな、お前。
What's going on here?
Piers!
Oi.
Keep your voice down. We're not alone.
なんちゅう歩き方してんの。
God. What have you got me into?
警察やろ、お前。
We'll see. I'll go on. Try to go down on your side.
Try to go on your
Yeah,
side.
there's a passage. I'll meet you at the bottom.
本当に大丈夫なんですか。ライターつけて。広いし暗え。なんもだが何を言うてんの。あ、びっくりした。これ外れの道じゃないの。ピアーズスプラットリー巡査。なんかもう明らか儀式の祭壇やん。何これ。ね、テカテカなんだけど。このところで何しとんねんやろ。あ、びっくりした。何の音。何あれ。あれ、あの写真見たことあるな。あれ渡しちゃいます。このなんかちょうど人入りますみたいな。なんでロード入ったん。なんでセーブしたん。
A mass grave.
Mass grave. お墓にこれほら、これ自分の顔じゃん。自分調べられ何それ。
An engraved whalebone. A strange creature has been carved into it. Probably a figure of worship.
これ調べへんの。どこなんかあっぶら。
locked.
はいないないね。落ちろっつってんのこれ。正気じゃねえ。あれなんか下がってません？あれしゃがんでたんか。なんかほら
I got it.
うわもうきっしょ。
I can't breathe.
落ち着け落ち着け。落ち着いて人工物なんかごめん
No, damn it! I must find a way out of here.
なんかいますよ。じゃない。これか。落ちた。一回情報量が多い。安定してるかほんまに。よし。クジラ食い。はあ。ゆっくり切ってなんでそっち向くの。左にくれるんけよ。
Yes, it is time.
誰と喋ってる。
You will soon be one of us, if your body and mind are ready.
I dream of it every night. I have constant visions. I am ready.
Good enough. Prove it to us.
It's like in my dream.
おお。ああ、飽きまへん。急にスルスゲート始まるやんこれ。
It seems to have been used recently. Probably some sort of ritual.
切れんのこんなん。リンが今んとこうまいこと使えた試しがない。
I can't read Latin.
せやな。これ閉まってるんじゃなかった？だよね。暗いなあ。なんかああこれ何？手は暗っ。暗っ。暗っ。ランタン弱体化されてるやん。なんかくれ。なんもない？なんもないか。いくなって。ガガー。1、2、3、 3、4、5、6、7。
You who sleeps, accept this dream under your
なんか急にするすげえ始まった。こっちは
Ya Cthulhu Nitsaha Fitag.
フターグ召喚してますね。
grant him your flesh and accept his, so that his body and yours may be one.
Yibithink Hupadk Cthulhu Bithinkor.
Grant him your mind and accept his, so that his mind and yours may be one.
巡査
Yeloig Hupadk Cthulhu Loigna.
暗っ
Grant him your dreams and accept his,
Locked.
so that the paths of
意
your
味なかっ
soul
た。
finally intertwine.
Yorel Cthulhu Kashag.
Let his soul guide you to us, just as your dreams guided it to you.
Yorel Cthulhu Bogshug.
バックショック
Let your dreamers open the way, so that the day finally comes when you will awaken.
一回ライダー
I feel him.
You are gifted indeed, not another word. Let him pass through every part of you.
声でかっ
All you who sleep, we pray for your
なん
return
かもっと
into
ク
the
ソでっかい
kingdom
サメ
of the earth.
前はいいねあびっくりした
Cthulhu Kashug.
Bring me more sacred flesh.
どうすんのこれ調べに行きたいなどうやこれは動くなよ急に動かん死んでる
Dead? This ritual killed him. Where's the sense in that?
はいはいはい
We are ready for the ceremony. What about your protege?
His awakening is complete. He will join you
すいません
shortly.
すいませんすいませんあっち行きます誰の話してんの彼の覚醒あっち急にステルスよぞよしよしよしもう一生そこ置いといて誰も来てへんなまあやめろ閉まってませんあ来た
Kleel nog slag hele, Gorkaniha. Sigov en Yapetach de Gif, Christel Bas Natulu. Lenalaf, Kleel nog slag hele, Gorkaniha. Sigov en Yapetach de Gif, Christel Bas Natulu.
Bradley, what are you doing here? I saw two odd-looking guys coming down. Seemed up to no good.
Sigov en Yapetach de Gif,
What in the world is this?
バカ
An intruder!
Oh, shit!
一気におるって後ろに
Don't move! Police! Don't move! I won't hesitate.
Bradley, get
to
back!
shoot.
Get back!
You asked for it.
強うわえ
Charles, you shouldn't have seen this.
急にそこにおいおいおいおい
Caving in. We need to get out of here.
急にそんな油を取られたら始まっても困るえ死んだ
My leg!
おおやばい痛い痛い誰の血マイレーグどうなってるか応急治療応急手当てあまあいいわいい頑張れ
Light! At last.
頑張れおびっくりしたお前ふざけんなよここはカルトの秘密のチャールズ・ホーキンがという重傷でリバーサイド病院に運ばれた助けてもらったんかえこんなあからさまに怪しい
He's having a seizure.
He will survive. A strong subject.
何を注射されてんの
There.
Co-
He's opening his eyes.
You saved him, Fuller.
I can't get up.
Don't move, Pierce.
あれ
You can certainly say that you gave us a scare.
What did you do to me? Undo these straps!
Whoa, go easy, my friend.
Your dad, he killed you.
Are you sure he's better?
He was dead. Me too, we were dead! What are you doing?
I'm sorry, my friend.
What? No!
え、どういうこと？
What happened?
あ、待てよ、急にアウトラストみたいな。
Where am I?
うわうわ。
Mr. Sanders, you have to come with us.
No, please. I can't leave here.
You've got no choice, Sanders, and neither do we.
You don't understand. If I go out, he'll see me. No! No!
You're leaving this cell.
Please. I don't want him to find me.
うわ。待って、どうなってんそれ。そんな楽しそうにしてもあかんか。もうちょっと頑張ろうよ。ダメか。話が違う。もうホラーパート来た。なんかフラフラしてる。歩き方がフラフラしてる。誰か助けて。マジかマジか。違いますよ、話が。わかるよ。マジか。あれ来てます？
They trapped and hunted me, pursued me right into their dreams.
はい。
They scribbled all over their maps in the wake of my lonely wandering.
リュヴァイアさんって言うんですか、あなた。おお。はい。あれこれ私じゃないですか？違います？あなたは？あれなんか見たことあるな。顔忘れた。なんか可愛いピンクの服着て。あなたは？あれかな？チャールズさんかな？よかった。どうした？苦しいね。苦しいわ。ナス苦しい。何これは。どういうこと？
No sea is dark enough to hide the color of my blood.
濃い色のようはない。
No wind strong enough to scatter my dreams.
強そう強そう。これ開けろって。マジ？ああ。あ？
When the last of them rises up, you will choose. I will not be here to bear witness to it, because you but the earth will resound to your cries, or theirs. Awaken and free me.
You there. Wake up. Come on, stand up. We don't have much time.
誰？
Can you stand up?
Who are you?
A friend of Ethan Bradley. It was he who told me that you had been interned here.
Wait. Bradley is really alive? I don't understand. You filled me so full of drugs I can't distinguish dream from reality.
Please believe that I have nothing to do with these disgraceful treatments. Look, I don't have time to explain everything. I'm not really supposed to be here. And the same goes for you, according to Ethan. You must leave as soon as possible, and as unobtrusively as possible. I've brought you your clothes. Let me go ahead. We'll meet upstairs.
Wait a minute. Why should I trust you? I don't even know your name. All I have is a woman dressed as a doctor, which is not particularly reassuring.
I am Dr. Marie Colden. I work in this institute. But that does not mean I approve of everything Dr. Fuller does. He hides a lot of things from me, especially on this floor. We must not stay here. There are 2 men standing guard near the stairs. It's the only way to the floor above. I shall try to distract them, and get at least one to come with me. All you need to do is to follow me as soon as the way is free.
Understood.
もうちょっと話。ぐ。うわ。サラ。
Sarah. Am I in an asylum? This is no medicine.
The painting are cursed. 呪われてる?
What did he write about the painting? In his eyes, this symbol must have some protective virtues. Sarah Hawkins is on this list of authorized visitors. What does this mean?
まあ、きな臭い。いいわ。いい。怖いわ。気になるな。よし。うん、よし。何これ覗けつってんの？嘘つけや。
If I don't get out of here, I'll end up like him. Poor wretch.
Say that I'm surprised to see you. We all know that your curiosity will be your ruin.
I don't understand. These people need care. You keep them in this terrible place as if...
Go back upstairs where your patients are waiting for you to treat them. As for you, gentlemen, do not disappoint me anymore. When one enters or leaves,
Yes, Doctor.
Damn it. I'll have to find a way of getting rid of those two myself.
I know. Do it again. I know.
Nani? 時間制限付きかよ。マジで。
The machine is working again, but the control wheels haven't been put back on.
I was just going to the storage room. I can bring them to you.
No, Dr. Fuller doesn't want us touching the pressure valves.
As you want. I'm gonna see if there are sleeping pills left. They've run out again upstairs.
Put a few aside for me, will you? And above all, leave the wheels where they are.
Good God. What could this machine be used for? What is going on here? It's an ammeter. I didn't expect to see one on this little rock. This machine seems to consume a great deal of electricity. What will happen if I increase the current to the limit? The corpse is complete. Whose are these limbs? Is there a connection between this corpse and the machine?
Oh, マジか。これは何？停電させるってことか。
Have I activated anything? Vats of rotten flesh? An elaborate electrical system? Like a dumb pulp novel. Worse and worse. What's the connection between this meat and the electrical installation? Do the cops know what's going on? I can still increase the load. I can still increase the load.
まだ量を増やせるなんてどういうことだ。
Zoology, esotericism, mineralogy, and a full shelf on cephalopods.
タコね。
Sarah Hawkins. She was a patient here.
こんなとこに。はあ。
Dementia? Self-inflicted wounds?
サンダースって誰？忘れたわ。メモしとくか。ああ、はいはいはい。サンダースわからん。何これ？悪夢儀式。はあ、また正常。
Anatomy, anthropology, nothing surprising.
いや、いい、出て。
It's done. Now for the others.
Not eat it. They must know that it is not good.
Oh. どっから来た俺。やっべ。回ってくんのね。うわー、やめてー。
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. 4, 5. Just got a few days to go. Yeah, that's it. 4 days at most. No more. Perhaps less.
来てない？どこ行ったあいつ？どこ行ったあいつ？おー、どっか行ったあいつ。
But the calculations, they're right. 4 days, maximum. 5 at the most.
どこ行ったんですか？うわ。行くはろ。マジかよ。なんか、何これ。これライトつけてもいいのか？明るい。ああ、来てる。
I bet there's no longer any priests on Darkwater.
What is welling up inside me? I feel it in my head.
お、無理じゃねあんな。
And swells and has strength of oceans. Its waves rise.
あ、隠れる場所か。
He is my master. He enters me. Yes.
どこに行けばいいね。
If I walk,
あ、びっくりした。
if I do not stop, he does not catch me. If he does not catch me, I do not sleep. If I do not sleep,
そやね。前はや。
call me. He does not call.
You.
If I walk, I do not stop. If
I don't know what you're doing there, but you don't seem to be.
What do you want?
Sleep. That's all.
Sleep? You don't want to leave?
No. Have you seen the storm that's blowing? Fine here, except for one problem.
You want sleeping pills, right?
Yeah, and in exchange I can make noise. Lots of noise.
You'll draw the guards to your cell to allow me to escape.
So, you in? Find something to make me sleep, and I'll take care of the guards for you.
I'll find you some pills.
Go look in the storage room. There must be sleeping pills there.
どこだよストレージルームって。これは食堂？近い。ストレージルーム？あっち行って何があんの？これか？アドミニストレーション全然違う。違う。
Locked. Exactly what I need.
何が？鍵が？綺麗な。デンジャーハイボルテージストレージルーム来た。ナイス。
Perfect.
なんでセーブする必要があるんですか？おー前ちょっと待てよ。あっぶね。あほや。どこいたここになんかこれなんや。武器あかんか。待って繋がってません。あっぶね。なんか危ない来てる。こっち来る？止まれ。よし。こっちには来んやろ。なんかある。違う。よし。
With these chains on your wrist, you can't escape.
なんか来てる。ちょっと早いな順番です。おプロ消すなって。オッケー。何が光ってんのこれ。ステルスキルいけんじゃん。どこだよここ。はい。おっぶね。
Who's there?
いません。うわまずい。
Hey.
あーごめんなさい。もう
With these chains on your wrist, you can't escape. Where do they keep their sleeping pills? Scopolamine, morphine, opium. Nothing but common drugs. My new friend's sleeping pills.
My new friend.
A control wheel to mount on a plumbing system.
Huh. De, おお、あっぶねえ。睡眠薬を取りました。次はいるやん。います。ここに入りたいわけで、はい、持ってきたよ。
I've got what you want.
Show me!
There. And remember, they don't come for free.
Don't you worry, you'll have your diversion. Go on now, go hide yourself. The crows! They're everywhere! Make them go away!
おらんくなってるんか。よし、よくやった。よしよしよしよしよし。 whoa.
What carnage?
Wow. Good.
Theoretically, I've only got one lever to push.
まだ残ってんの?
Get me out. Don't let me sleep in here.
Oh, 2個押して、これやろ。あと1個どこだよ。緑。こっちで。こっちか。はいはいはいはい。こっち。こう取ってって。あ、すいません。ここ?
It's locked.
はあ、こっちか。
The green gas leaves from here, and it runs through the whole building.
ね、緑に出す。頑張れ。おお、マジか。
This padlock is too complicated.
はいはい。
Wait for me.
パイプ。パイプや。
This valve controls the pressure.
まっしげ。はい、爆発させましょうと。
Now for the next step.
Go.
It's impossible to break this chain with my bare hands. The ducked.
はあ。でこれでいいのか。
It's impossible to break this chain with my bare hands.
違う。まだハンドルあるよな。
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
じゃあ電気意味ねえじゃん。パイプチェーンカッターみたいな。やべっ。どうしよう。ああ、おかしくなっちゃった。 ずい。ません。よし。どうすっか。あら。危ね。よしよしよしよしよしよしよしよしよしよしよしよし。ああ。これ怖くんじゃね？
That's no use. The padlock won't give.
違います？守衛室、メンテナンス室。メンテナンス室ってどこや？ここか。やっと来た。いいいいっすいいっすいいっすいいっすいいっす。いい。そういうのができるんですね。わかりましたわかりました。
All the levers are activated.
どこに繋がってんねこれ。うわ怖え。これ大丈夫か？なんかいけた。ボルトカッター。ああはいはいはい、開けれますよと。いけないっす。めっちゃ刺さってるよ。いいよいいよ。でこうか。ちょっと待って、やることが多いよ。まず爆破で
This lever must turn on the gas machine. I've got to hide before the guards see me.
Who did this? Somebody here?
いや、こっち来ます。
We did this. We gotta tell him though.
いでに電気も停電させとくか。うわ使えねえ、もったいねえ。いいか。あれこれまずい。
Doctor, is that you?
Don't you worry about the doctor. Right now, he'll have plenty to keep him busy with his precious machine. It gives us time to get away. I'll undo you.
Get away? Get away where? I can't go anywhere. It'll find me, like it found me here. You're mistaken about the beast. Don't stay with me, or you'll end up the same way.
You're Sanders, aren't you? I heard you from my cell. What did they do to you? What does Fuller want with you?
The doctor? You think it's the doctor who scares me? The doctor wants to heal me. But he's the one who's crazy. He wants to restore my sight. He wants to give me back my eyes. And yet I told him that I didn't want him. I do not want to see it anymore. The real culprit is Sarah. Her and her accursed paintings.
You're kidding me. You're talking about Sarah Hawkins.
The one and only. The legendary. There is no artist more enlightened or cursed than Sarah Hawkins.
In her office, I saw signs of a ritual, perhaps an invocation. These things, that's what makes you say she's cursed.
You're wrong. It was not an invocation, but a revocation. But she failed. And that's what counts.
What's going on this island?
I'm so sorry. We should never have met.
What are you talking about?
Destiny! It has trapped you. Don't let it see you, or you won't be able to escape it. Don't look at it. That's how it finds you.
What finds me?
Sarah Hawkins' visitor. The Shambler.
Sanders, pull yourself together.
Without her, it's no longer possible to save me.
No!
Sanders! What the hell? I gotta.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
This is insane. What killed him?
Wow. 大丈夫か？ちょっとだけ探索させてもらってもいいですか？誰か目に見えんやつか。閉めといて。びっくりした。ああびっくりした。何がふざけやがって。これやべえやつや。これ早くかな早くかな。ちょっとやばいやばい。おやべえ。どうすか。
Damn! The gas! Oh, my head.
Later. We need to move on.
れでも死んだんじゃないの？うわ。
Who goes there? That nightmare again. I need a drink.
うわ、明るい。まだ割と正気。
You're awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
Did I sleep long?
The day is only starting. It's fine.
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
I have flashbacks. They haunt me.
What did they do to you?
There was that Dr. Fuller and a nurse. Blood everywhere. My legs, the pain, I couldn't bear it. I was screaming. They injected me with something. I woke up at the Institute. Bradley was there.
And how you scared us. You seemed demented.
You likely woke up during the anesthesia. No wonder those memories haunt you. What in God's name were they doing to you?
What happened afterwards?
When I woke up the second time, I was in a padded cell. That's where you found me, Doctor. After you released me, I got a good look at what's in store for the patients of the Riverside Institute. Hallucinogenic gas pumped into the cells. An infernal machine. Horrific medical experiments.
Impossible. Dr. Fuller would never do such a thing.
You should believe it, Ethan. What Mr. Pierce saw is precisely what I've been trying to prove. Did you discover anything else?
I met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course. He's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins. And that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
I didn't see what, but something was there, with us.
Of what do you speak?
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
You're right. Without a plausible explanation for what I saw, let's not jump to conclusions.
That seems wise indeed.
Very well. I'll go to see Francis's widow. Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
Let us go now and learn the truth about what's happening on this island.
The other night's events are still confused in my head.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders? I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Well, well, look who's here. You know each other.
Our paths crossed, briefly. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, Detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me. May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday. I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
I expected to find you more grief-stricken than this by the death of your husband.
I do not like the tone of your allusion, sir. I had long months to weep every tear in my body, and to accept, if not my fate, at least that of my husband. And so I'm sorry to disappoint you if you're expecting more hysteria and grieving widow in my voice. Rest assured, however, my anger is real. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes? Did you not do anything to help him?
With all due respect, Mrs. Sanders, it was you who sent him to this asylum, not me.
How dare you? What was I supposed to do, Detective? Upon seeing such a brilliant mind disintegrate in this way, waking with a start every night with him shrieking in horror, petrified before the way, until he managed to gouge his eyes out with his own hands. I should have listened to Dr. Fuller, let him intern him months ago. If I am to be condemned, it is because I did not act sooner.
I'm not here to condemn you, Mrs. Sanders.
Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? A shambler, to use his precise terms.
Well, you can imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it...
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long. Did she really care for him after all? The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives. Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even? A house of artists. A house of artists. What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting? He was... She first refused to sell the painting. How did that make her feel? I need to see it. Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes. I can't take any more. I can't hold him back. Forgive me.
Francis, I should never let them take you away. What have I done? Everything is my fault.
알아.
I could use one of those. Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing. Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary. A strange Amerindian pendant.
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Some can be more fatal than others. What have you come looking for in this gallery?
Another painting by Sarah Hawkins. One connected to the horrors I've discovered on this island.
What a surprise. I'm listening.
And you? What brings you to the Sanders home?
I'm here on business. Irene asked me to liquidate all these paintings. She doesn't intend to hang around here for long.
Why you?
Believe it or not, there aren't many collectors on Darkwater. It needs someone with a network and a means of transport to the mainland. A choice that comes down to Fitzroy and me. And I'm far more pleasant, wouldn't you say? Not now, sweetheart. I'd like to read this without some snoop looking over my shoulder.
動揺。食料が稀有で常に飢餓状態に追い込まれる場所。はあ。なんで隠れるとこあんの？え？ふーんって言っただけや。
Why was he so interested in old weapons?
Night Museum.
The public entrance to the gallery. The man transformed an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery. What the hell was that?
頭おかしいやろ。やっべ、何？ そんな観察するってなんすか。
What the hell?
筋力に振りてえな。目星やな。
What was that? I can't even touch it. There has to be a way. Maybe if I destroy it. A thing came out of this painting. Is this dagger part of Sanders' collection, or was he seeking to acquire it? What the hell was that? Is this dagger part of Sanders' collection, or was he seeking to? Down. Did it hear that?
これは後で。ダメなやつですか。これや。
This dagger looks different.
違う。これだ。
What's the matter with you? You sure you won't be needing that hand? You're losing it, Detective. At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
I think so too.
I ran, screamed, broke a pane of glass. You were in the next room and you didn't hear a thing.
If I hadn't heard a thing, I'd still be in the other room. The door was blocked. I got in as soon as I could. I like to look after my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery. And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
It's not your style to give me free information like that.
Take it as payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off. Now go see your antique seller. I've still got things to settle with Irene.
Where's the book? cellar.
なるほどね。本屋はどこだ。
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary. Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams. It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century. What does this strange book contain? This book contains unholy knowledge.
空鬼無限の図で覆われている。
What happened here? Let's start over. Where did they break in from? Blood. Seemed like amateur work.
あ、自分の血。
Someone tall left this footprint. A man, probably. No sign of struggle. If the burglar smashed this jar, it wasn't intentionally. Was he hurt then? What killed all these animals? What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene? What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work? What the... Charles Hawkins? What's happening to Hawkins? What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess? Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe. Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case. A strange amulet. I have a feeling I'd better not touch it. Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
地方の生物金庫の中で鍵穴の中で3本のシリンダーにある。それぞれギリシア世界で生命と学が交わらす。彼の番号は秩序の道理の凶楽だが、混沌は想像の唯一であるとシリンダーには数字が振られている。さあ、混沌はこの人の最後に化した道理であると認めざるを得ない。ミスカトニック大学のアーミティシ教授に届けてほしい。ふさわしくないのあまりその危険性は、意味がわからん。
Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills? What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
デタール類へ巨神の印を作る鍵の支配者の力をそして突然が中心に掘られた。こうなんかまあ目録みたいなのか。
Arkham editions. Never heard of him.
Oh, Arkham.
How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. Never heard of him. Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them. The Book of Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's Theosophical movement. Its followers place truth on the same footing as a religion. Things are not looking good. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Things are not looking good.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Huh?
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
The Queen has little protection. The Queen has little protection.
I finally understood that we were, and these red drops, like precious. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
Queen.
The Queen has little protection.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular... So these are the volumes that Drake was... What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. The Chalice of Knowledge.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of... I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his... What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection?
539でいいのか。はあ、わかんねえ。開いちゃったよ。あれ何の意味もないんじゃん。骨本。一体どうしちゃったの？何？なんでまだ病院になってるけど。人の皮膚に包まれた書が、ネクロノミコンが、探偵の血が騒ぐ本を開くと、彼の精神が別の本に映し出された。彼の精神が別の本に映し、は？どういうことや？別の体か。
This man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
What can you tell me about him?
He was highly agitated an hour ago. We were about to tie him down when he fell asleep. 10 minutes ago, he curled up into a fetal position. I thought he was waking up, but no.
Show me his file.
That's not possible.
Don't tell me Dr. Fuller has taken this file as well. We need it.
That's why I called you. This man's ailment has been hidden from us.
Come on now. What was he treated for?
An intoxication, I was told. After inhaling chemicals.
What are his symptoms?
His temperature has been going down. His skin losing its color. His body rigid. I closed his eyes myself. They were glassing over. I didn't want them to dry out, and I couldn't bear to look at the expression on his face.
You did well. Don't worry. Let's stay professional, if you will. I don't recognize him. Did he just arrive on the island?
He said he worked on the docks, but not with Captain Fitzroy. I think he works for Ms. Baker.
Who?
You know, the woman at the head of their gang. They call her Cat.
Oh, I see.
Do you have other questions?
That'll do for the time being.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Very well. I'll examine him. "30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell.
Oh, this smell.
His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky. Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
His limbs? His body temperature? I don't know what experiments you've undertaken, but this is going too far.
Oh, I sense some excitement beneath your indignation. Could it be you wish to join me in my scientific endeavors?
You are a brilliant physician, Dr. Fuller, but this man has the attributes of some kind of animal.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
I disapprove of Fuller's methods, but his treatments have saved more lives than I can count.
And Mr. Blake? You said yourself he was dying.
I don't know what to think for now. What I'm sure of is that Fuller is hiding something from us. And I need to know what that is before I take a chance exposing him.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
ほう、急に。ハウンド。
This place draws you in and never lets you go. Chronic insomnia, like half the island.
だから睡眠薬みんな。
Doctor, please, my chest.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands. Hay fever. What's he doing here?
花粉症だよ。
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
Ah, the whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back?
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out.
She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney. Intoxication from breathing organic vapors. Mrs. Sanders? Oh, God, could this have been avoided?
ほら。至近距離銃撃による右側頭部の傷。え？
Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but...
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patients here.
Oh.
Ethan.
Marie,
What are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
You're not here for treatment, right?
Am I so obvious?
Only to me. I know you worry about me.
I trust you. I'm happy to see you.
Me too, Ethan. Is that all?
Well, there might be something else. I'm not sure.
Tell me.
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
So many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's work?
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out. Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh. There's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
Where did my fiancée go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
Dr. Colden. Do you want something? I think that you're needed in Block B, Doctor. Please, I'll be in trouble with Mrs. Donovan if I'm late. Do you want something? Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory. Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I've done an exam. Deborah is looking after him.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Understood. Anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought up from the basement.
Oh. What state is he in now?
You should go see for yourself, Doctor.
This man, Edward Pierce. His file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
あ、これでか。トーマスラー。あ、
I don't have any business in the boiler room.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the back.
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
It's him again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan?
Oh, listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl. And the answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Oh well, at least we won't have to clean for a while.
And just wait and see the next time the water's cut off. It's a real show.
トイレのつまりなんです。バスルーム、アドミニストレーション、ビット。
And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair. Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
I'll just sleep.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
You did good work. The tranquilizer is kicked in. Now you can disinfect and bandage his wounds.
Thank you, Doctor. And as to his weight loss?
I'll prescribe an antifungal treatment for his dysgeusia. In the meantime, feed him intravenously.
It'll be done. I think that you're needed in Block B, Doctor. Please, I'll be in trouble with Mrs. Donovan if I'm late.
だよ。
Dr. Colden?
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
Are you talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
She's still recovering, but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor. We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since this morning, so it won't make a difference. Thank you again, Doctor.
Dr. Colden?
Do you want something? Thank you for your help, Doctor.
Thank you. I'll be going. The key to the boiler room is missing. Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
Please, the fewer interruptions there are, the faster I'll be finished.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation. Let's hope I can go through the administration office.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do. I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do. Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
So.
The door to the boiler room is locked. I have to get the key if I wish to get rid of Donovan. We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor. We sent the purchase order, though, but Mrs. Donovan refused it.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. Fuller. I'm afraid I can do nothing about it for the moment. We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor.
What? We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks. The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make
It's
this up.
temperamental,
And
if I
I'm
understand
the one who
correctly.
pays. What a pest. It's so unfair. Everybody says it. She's a witch.
ボイラーに行かなあかんのか。
It's so unfair.
Don't go falling over. That would be stupid.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
I think that you're needed in Block B, Doctor. Dr. Colden?
Would you know where the key to the boiler room is?
Betty didn't put it back in its place. Well, she took it to lock the door.
I'll ask her. Thank you. I'll be going.
ベティって誰だ?
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. Everything all right?
All is well, Elizabeth. Thank you.
Thank God, no. The water's running.
Courage, Elizabeth.
Everything all right?
Come now.
I'm trying. Sometimes I imagine she...
Courage.
Thank you, Doc.
We're running out of this medicine. I know. Once again. Done.
ベティって誰だよ?
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
Dr. Colden?
Hello.
What for?
To put it in its place. Perhaps I should do the same with you. I suspect you of having a little too much fun at Elizabeth's expense. But be warned, it could easily be you they will all be laughing at tomorrow.
You are right, Doctor. The key is in the dormitory office in Block B.
Thank you. I shall go fetch it.
めんどくせえ。持っとけ。
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up.
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
Whoa.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
Dog?
Dr. Colden?
I'll be going.
Dr. Colden?